What is going on, y'all boys? MLB Tuesday is officially here, and I have my best 5 picks. Before we get into anything, though, let's kind of recap yesterday's props. No surprise, we had another profitable day inside Monday Night Football yesterday. We went a total of 4-1 on props, so we had 2 slips hit and 1 shot. I'm looking to carry the momentum into today. We got an amazing board for MLB playoffs on Tuesday. Lastly, before we do jump into the props, I have a crazy promotion for y'all boys, and honestly, I'm not sure why it's still going on. Betr is legit giving all my viewers $10 for completely free. Not only that, though, when you do go down to the pin comment or description and sign up for Betr using my code GreenCity, you'll get up to $200 when you make a deposit. This offer is absolutely insane. On top of that, though, you're also getting a free square. NFL Week 6, Dak Prescott to go over point 0.5 passing yards. That's obviously going to hit. All you have to do to be eligible for it is live inside one of these purple states, which includes most major states like Florida, Georgia, Texas, Cali, Illinois, etc. So if y'all boys do live inside one of those purple states, go down in the pin comment or description right now. You're getting $10 for completely free, a free square, and $200 when you do make a deposit. This offer is absolutely insane. I don't expect it to be there for very much longer. Let's get into the first lock of the day, though. It's going to be T. Oscar to get a hit. This kid has been torching it from the plate lately. As y'all can see, he's got a hit 10 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 100% clip. Most recently against Philadelphia in the playoffs yesterday, he went for 2 hits. On the 5-game stretch, obviously it's no different. On the 20 game, 15 out of the last 20 for a 75% clip, he's got a hit. Head to head against the Phillies this year, 71% clip. And then on the 2025 season as a whole, 67% rate. Pretty solid for T. Oscar. Underrated hitter. He's been one of the more underrated hitters this year. He's been absolutely torching the fastball. They're obviously facing the Phillies in a 7-game series right now. However, T. Oscar, I fully expect to get a hit. He's been torching Phillies pitchers as of lately. As y'all boys can see right here, the Phillies are starting Nola tomorrow. Nola is a pretty good pitcher, I'm not going to lie. However, he just does not have that much experience compared to a lot of the Phillies pitchers this year. On top of that, he has a curveball. He leaves way too much over the zone. T. Oscar is absolutely crushing the curveball right now. All it takes is Nola to make one mistake against a good hitter like T. Oscar, and he will definitely capitalize. Nola also tends to go deep in games, and they usually don't pull in until he gives up a couple runs. So I fully expect T. Oscar to go completely off. All it takes is one hit, and T. Oscar would probably take it out of the park, honestly. He's been on absolute fire. Also, in past meetings against Nola, he's completely lit him up. As y'all boys can see right here, he's exceeded this line in 10 straight games, averaging 1.4 hits per game on average, which is obviously very, very good. That's one of the best in the league. In terms of value on this prop, PrizePicks has the best odds on it at -137. That is the book I'm going to be locking it in on. So please, y'all boys, before they do pull the value on it, go lock it in before it is too late. That is an absolute steal. My next lock of the day is going to be Carlos Rodon to go over 14.5 outs as a pitcher for the Yankees. As y'all boys can see, he's hit this 10 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 100% clip, but he hasn't just got like 15 or 16 outs. He's went for 18 consecutive games. He went for 21 right here against the Orioles. He's been going deep in games lately, as y'all boys can see. On the 5-game stretch, he's also swept this mark, obviously. On the 20 game, he's went over this line 19 out of the last 20 games. He chalked by 0.5 right here against the Marlins in the high-scoring game. Head-to-head this year against Toronto, 4 for 5. And then on the 2025 season as a whole, 97% clip, 33 and 34 total games. That's one of the best I've seen in a minute. Now, despite how good this looks, there's a reason this prop is on the board. Toronto Blue Jays have been one of the hottest hitting teams in the league, and honestly, it's not even close. They have so many guys that can swing the bat. Vlad is on absolute fire. Bo Bichette's hitting the ball like really, really well. However, Carlos Rodon, even though I expect him to give up a couple hits inside the first 4 or 5 innings, he tends to go deep in games. So the Yankees closer is actually tired right now. So they just won't have a good closer to put in after Carlos, which is another reason I think he'll go deep inside the game. The Yankees just don't have that much depth pitching wise. However, they do have a lot of depth in the outfield and infield this year. So when their best closer is tired, then they really don't have another option. Carlos is probably going to go 6 or 7 innings. I fully expect him to calculate at least 14.5 or 15 outs, I should say. In terms of value, as y'all can see right here, he's exceeded this 14.5 out of the last 17 straight games, averaging 18.1 outs at home. That is absolutely insane. He tends to go 6 to 7 innings a game, which is a very, very solid pitcher in the major league. As y'all boys can see, PrizePicks again has his prop for an absolute steal at -137. So please, y'all boys, before they do pull it, go take this ASAP. Let's get into the third lock of the day. It's going to be Carlos Rodon to go over 27.5 fantasy score. We got him back-to-back props. I love this prop just as much. He has been absolutely amazing on the mound for the Yankees. As you can see right here, he's hit this 9 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 90% clip. On the 5-game stretch, he's actually swept this mark. On the 20 game, he's went over 14 out of the last 20 games he's played in. Head to head against the Blue Jays, it's not so pretty, 1 out of 5. But on the 2025 season as a whole, 25 out of 34 total games for Carlos. Like I said a second ago, I fully expect the Blue Jays to get their hits on him. However, Carlos is a high strikeout pitcher. Fantasy score, if y'all boys do not know, is calculated heavy on strikeouts. Obviously, earned runs mark that down a little bit, but strikeouts literally give you 3 fantasy score per strikeout. So if he gets like 5 or 6 strikeouts, you'll probably get 8 to 9 closer to. Say he gets 5 to 6 strikeouts and records like 15 outs. This is obviously going to hit by a lot. I mean, all he has to do is perform decently and strike out a couple batters, and this is absolute cash money. I fully expect this to hit. He's been an absolute fire for the mound on the Yankees. As you always can see for value, PrizePicks is the only book offering this prop for a reason, and they have it for an absolute steal, y'all boys. This is an even line. Please, before they do pull the value on it, go take this ASAP. I think you'll have a pretty good game against the Blue Jays tomorrow. For the third lock of the day, or sorry, I should say fourth lock of the day, it's going to be Victor Robles to not get a double. As y'all boys can see, he's done nothing productive at the plate lately to warrant a double. He's hit this 10 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 100% clip. He's not done anything at the plate. On the 5 game stretch, it's no different. He's also swept this line. On the 20 game stretch, he's not hit a double 19 out of the last 20 games he's played in. Head to head against the Tigers, 8 out of 11 out of the year, and then 2025 season so far, 86% clip, 24 out of 28 total games for Victor. So Victor was very, very good to start this year, and he's still performing decently. He's obviously a starting hitter for the Mariners, which is obviously hard to accomplish. However, he just has not been hitting the ball as well. He's been putting a lot of balls in play for singles. He's hit, I think, a single 10 out of the last 10 games he's played in, but however, for doubles, he's just not hitting the ball that well hard towards the center of the field, which is obviously what you need for a double. Victor has just been kind of cold at the plate in terms of hitting doubles. Y'all can see he's not hit this at all recently. I do not expect it to change tomorrow against the best pitcher on the Tigers and Jack Flaherty pitching. He is an amazing arsenal. This record does not show very good. However, the Tigers were on a cold stretch when he started pitching a lot. So this record doesn't look good, but I promise y'all the ERA is really, really good, especially against Seattle, as you can see right here. He's usually averaging 8.2 hits allowed. However, against Seattle on the year, he's only allowing 7.2 hits. Strikeouts, you can see it's 12 better. So that is absolutely insane. Jack is a really, really good pitcher. Victor Robles in past matchups against Jack has just struck out a bunch. I don't expect him to do anything productive. I honestly don't even think he'll get a hit. I think that single streak will break. I definitely do not expect him to get a double. He's not been hitting the ball in the gap at all lately. As you can see, he's failed to exceed 0.5 doubles in 14 straight games, averaging 0 doubles per game on average. In terms of value on this prop, DraftKings has this for an absolute steal at minus 850. However, Fliff is closely tailing at minus 890. That is a book I'm going to lock it in on. So if y'all boys do have any of these books, please go lock it in ASAP. This is a complete steal in terms of value. Before we do get into my highest confidence, last lock of the day, Chalkboard has a crazy promotion for all of my viewers, and this one honestly might be crazier than the first offer. They're legit giving y'all boys 20 bucks for completely free. I cannot understate this enough. They're giving y'all 20 bucks for free. There's no catch at all, as y'all can see right here. No deposit is required. Literally like the last offer, all you have to do to go claim your free 20 is sign up for Chalkboard with the link inside the pinned comment or description and use code GreenCity. They will legit put 20 bucks instantly into your account. It maybe takes 5 minutes to sign up. If y'all are not claiming this, I don't know what you're doing. I do not know why this offer is still going on. I thought they would pull it from me at the beginning of the NFL season, but I guess not. It's still up. So if y'all boys have not already, go claim this ASAP. Like the last offer, all you have to do to be eligible for it is live inside one of these green states. I'm not going to go state by state, but y'all get the point. If y'all boys do live inside one of those green states, go claim your free 20 ASAP if y'all have not already. Let's get into the last lock of the day. It's going to be JT Realmuto to not hit a home run. He has not been swinging the bat very well lately. As y'all can see, he's hit this 10 out of the last 10 games he's played in for a 100% clip. 5 game stretch, he's also swept this mark, obviously. On the 20 game, he's hit this 19 out of the last 20 games he's played in for a 95% clip. Head to head against the Dodgers, 8 for 8 on the year, he's completely swept, and then totally on the season, 91% clip. JT has actually been a pretty solid hitter on the year. However, he's kind of going through a cold slump, and the playoffs is obviously not a very good time to go through a cold slump. On top of that, he's especially not been taking the ball out of the park. They're facing the Dodgers in a very, very tough series right now. The Dodgers are up 2-0 in the series. JT is going to have to make something shake, but he has not been doing that very well lately. I don't expect that to change tomorrow against the Dodgers ace and Yamamoto. This kid is an absolute beast on the mound. He is an amazing arsenal. He's a high swing and miss pitcher. He averages a bunch of strikeouts per game. JT in past matchups has completely got struck out by Yamamoto. He's been on fire on the mound lately. As you can see right here, he's failed to exceed this in 19 straight games on the road, averaging 0 home runs per game on average. He has not took the ball out of the park at all lately. I do not expect that to change tomorrow against a very, very good pitcher, if not one of the best, if not the best in the entire league. And value on this prop, ESPN Bet is the only book offering at minus 1,600 odds. Probably seems pretty crazy to y'all, but I promise this should not be on the board at all. I do not expect him to take one out of the park at all. I appreciate y'all boys watching the video. Real quick though, if y'all want a free month inside of our VIP Discord, I'm not sure how long I'm going to leave this offer on the table. You're literally getting a free month. Basically, the instructions will also be inside the description. Just use code GreenCity on any app. Link inside the description though. And maybe it takes 5 minutes to sign up, like I told you on the last promotion. You're getting a free month inside of our VIP Discord. We are up a lot of units right now. Y'all boys do not want to miss out on that. I promise y'all. I appreciate y'all boys watching though. Also, if y'all want the free Discord linked inside the description, please go tap in with that. Me and my members would love to have y'all boys, and we cash out daily. I appreciate y'all watching and stay tuned for the next video.